make it double.
To do a toy review for our nation.
To hope it's not a devastation.
To give the best toy review with all our love.
To see if it's worth the cost above.
Jessie.
James.
SH Figuarts Team Rocket Toy Review blasting off at the speed of light!
Subscribe now or prepare to fight, fight, fight!
That's right!
Hello everyone and thank you for joining us once again on the D-Star01 channel. I'm your host,
Dexter Arafiles.
and this is my wife, Janelle Arafiles. And today we're going to be reviewing the SH Figuarts Team Rocket set. And of course we have our own Meowth here to join us. Hi, how are you? No. Alright. No. No, she doesn't want to join us. I know, we put a coin on her head. I don't know why we did that. There it goes.
Bye.
And there it goes. Okay, anyway. So we're going to review these toys. We're going to see if it's worth your money. Janelle, you have anything else to say before we get into this review?
No, I'm just happy to see Kira's Meowth.
Anyway, we're going to go with the review and we're going to see if it's worth your money. Before we head into paint and detail, I would like to inform you that I will be reviewing mostly James and Janelle will be reviewing Jessie. So let's start off with James. What we have here is James in his classic Team Rocket uniform, which features gray boots, white pants, trademark R shirt, and his signature purple hair. The uniform itself is very nice, as it has wrinkles and a very light amount of shading, so it is not a pure white, adding to the depth in his detail. The R is proudly shown off on his shirt, and his overall finish is matte with nothing too shiny on him besides his silver belt buckle. What really makes this figure is James's hair, as it is captured perfectly with gradients of light purple to a dark purple at the tips. Also, his face has a very soft look to it due to the matte finish, and his green eyes are painted perfectly on. Overall, Figuarts has captured James very well in terms of paint and detail.
Jessie is a little more complex in terms of paint and detail. While she has everything that James's has, her paint application features more pale pink skin tone at the midriff and thighs, and more gray for the boots and gloves as they are a different style. She also has a gray undershirt and a tear at the middle of that shirt. Also, one thing I've noticed about her, she is not as anime accurate as I thought, as she has wider hips compared to her anime counterpart. I believe it's because her hips are not symmetrical and does not look quite right. What do you think? Let me know down in the comments below. Looking at her face, she features purple eyes, green pearl earrings, and is anime accurate in terms of proportions. Her hair is amazing as it alternates between dark purple and a lighter purple. But something bothers me about her hair. What is this line here? It's not an articulation, so why is it there? It is honestly rather distracting. But besides that, she looks amazing.
Together as a pair, they are about 98% anime accurate, making these some of the best Pokemon figures to date. So here we are with Team Rocket, and we're going to go over Articulation and Scale. So let's get Scale out of the way, and let's see how tall they are. We are looking at the top of the head of both of them, maybe at around 5.5 inches. And let's compare them to some figures here. And we got Mary Jane from Marvel Legends, and of course we got Spider-Man from the Mary Jane and Spider-Man 2-pack, so that's Marvel Legends. And of course we have SH Figuarts Ash. And of course we need a Pokemon to go in there, and we have Charizard, who, like I said before, looks really short. So besides that, yeah, I'd say they'd scale really well with 1/12 scale. They look really good. So let's get these guys out of the way, and let's go over articulation of all of them. So let's start off with Jessie. So what we have here is a articulation at the toe. By the way, all the articulations are really tight. Definitely appreciate that from SH Figuarts. We have an up and down here at the toe. We have a double ball joint here at the ankle, we have a double ball joint here at the knee, and we have a ball joint here at the upper leg. It doesn't look like we get 2 articulations. No. Well, let's see. We kind of knew, but because the skirt's there, it kind of hinders that. So you do get 2 articulations here. It's kind of difficult to do from up here, but you can do it from the leg. So you can move that to the side like so. And then we have an articulation up here at the upper midsection. And then we have a double ball joint here at the shoulder. And we have a double jointed elbow and a ball jointed wrist. And let's see, yes, we do have 2 points of articulation here at the base and at the top. And we are looking at around 23, 24 points of articulation, give or take. Lots of articulation. Now let's look at James. He should have the exact same stuff. Yes, we have toe articulation. We have the ball joint there, double ball joint for the ankle, and then we have a double ball joint here for the knee, ball joint here for the leg, and yes, we do have 2 swivels there, one here and one up top. Yep. As we hold down the midsection, this one does have a hidden one, and it's in there for sure. And we have a ball joint here at the shoulder, and we have a bicep swivel here for him. Actually, let's see if Jessie has that. Yes, Jessie also has a bicep swivel, so that's good to know. Yes, and we have one here, and then we have the joint here for the elbow, and then we have here a ball joint at the wrist, and yes, 2 joints here for the neck, giving him also easily above 23 points of articulation. So pretty standard stuff here, guys. If you're looking for anything different, it's pretty much standard Figuarts, which I'm really happy about because Figuarts does really good jobs with articulation. So there you have it, Articulation and Scale for Team Rocket.
As for accessories, we get Meowth, an extra face for Meowth, an extra face for James and for Jessie, 5 extra hands for both of them, a stand, and James's rose come with this package. Let's start by looking at Meowth. Meowth features only arm and head articulations, which is fine, as it preserves his overall look, and he stands really well because of it. His paint applications are very anime accurate, and I love that you can change his face to give him that blasting off look, as you can see here. The only problem I have with Meowth is that his tail has an articulation at the base that cannot move up and down. I feel it is kind of pointless to have that. Regardless, he is a necessary addition to this set.
Looking at the extra faces, if you are thinking you can interchange them so that James can have Jessie's face and vice versa, that will not happen since they feature different styles of joints, as you can see here. The extra faces are the blasting off faces and are quite hilarious in terms of expression. It wouldn't be James without his signature rose, and this is exactly what you get. You get a hand that holds the rose, and the rose can be removed like so. This is a really nice addition. The extra hands are always a welcome addition, and they will allow all the classic Team Rocket poses, as you can see here.
Lastly, the stand is nice, but it is incomplete. You need 2 extra arms to fit all of them on a stand. Kind of disappointing, but it's nice that they at least include 1 arm.
For everything you get with these figures, it is quite the package for the money, and is almost everything you need. The almost part I'll explain in the conclusion, but overall they are a solid package and quite fun to play and pose with. Alright, so let's break down this review. Let's talk about the negatives first, and then we're going to go into the positives. I'm going to talk about James, and Janelle, you're going to talk about?
Jessie,
exactly. So I absolutely love this James figure. I love the finish. I love the hair. If there's anything bad I have to say about this figure, no, there's not much. There's really not much to say bad about it. It's absolutely the perfect version of James in figure form. I think the only problem that SH Figuarts had with these figures is that they made their Pokemon, like before, the D-Arts Pokemon, those were a little too small in terms of scale. But that's about it. I think he's just a little too big, especially when you compare him to like Charizard or other ones that you have, Blastoise. But besides that, pretty good. So let's talk about Jessie.
First of all, I really love her hair. The two tones and the way that they shaded her all the way throughout is really cool. I really do appreciate that. I really don't appreciate the weird lines that we have connecting the two different molds and this weird sculpt line we have here. But, you know, I think from afar, I don't think you'd really notice if you pose her.
Yeah,
and
only if you
angle
look
her.
really close, you're gonna notice that imperfection in that in the hair, that weird looking line. That's really it. Also, the hips.
Yeah, that's my biggest gripe is her hips. Maybe it's just ours, but she seems really off center. It seems like her left leg is aligned correctly with her body, but the right leg is kind of askew. Like if I were to cover up one half of her body, it would seem okay. If I do it the other way, it looks okay. But when you put them together, it just looks odd. But that's about it. I really do appreciate her. I think Jessie was one of my favorite female villains of all time, like growing up.
So yeah, they're really good together. If you can ignore that Jessie has a little bit of negatives, it's okay. This is an excellent set. They're going for about $80. I think they're going to go around 70 when they come out in the States. So they're worth the money, considering that if you were to buy this singly, especially if you buy just like one, Ash was around $55. So can you imagine buying them all together? It would cost easily over $100, and you're getting them for under $100. So it's not a bad deal. Yeah. No. All right, so I'm going to give my final score, and I think Janelle and I both agree that this deserves a 9 out of 10 D-stars. Anyway, thanks for watching. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. Anything else you want to say?
There goes Team Rocket blasting up again!
Oh no!
Hey you! Thanks for watching. Rate, comment, and subscribe. Where? Right here, not there, right here. You. And thanks for watching. So, rate, comment, and subscribe. Right here, right there, right here. Yeah.
It's pretty fair.
That's pretty fair. How are we going to end this? Anyway, thanks for watching. Don't forget to...
No! You can't include that part! He's pulling my nose.
No,
There's
hon.
cat hair on my
I
face.
can cut it right there. Oh, that's right. Okay, ready? You ready?
Yeah.